I'm Ted Clark, the general manager of the racetrack here. I'm astounded at how many people would come to this racetrack for a morning like this. I hope we can continue to get your press clippings as the year goes by. It's my pleasure to introduce to you Liz Sandals, the Minister of Education. So, Minister Sandals.
Thank you so much, and welcome everybody to my part of the world. My riding's just down the road in Guelph, so as far as I'm concerned, this is my local track. And it's my pleasure this morning to introduce to you the Minister of Agriculture, because I think you've all learned a lot about the Premier over the last month, so I want to tell you about the Minister of Agriculture. The Minister of Agriculture grew up in Richmond Hill, when Richmond Hill was actually a small town, not a Toronto burb. When she first came to Queen's Park, she and our colleague John Wilkinson were concerned about what they thought was sort of the urban-rural divide in Ontario, and actually set up a program called Ag 101. When Kathleen got all her constituents, or at least not all of them, but some of them, on a bus and brought them to Perth County, to John's riding, to find out about farms and to tour around, and in return, John got a lot of his farm constituents on a bus and took them back to Kathleen's downtown Toronto riding. So the conversation that Kathleen has been having with rural Ontario has actually been going on for quite a long time. It's just that you sort of had to be part of the Ag 101 crew to know about it. But what more people would know about is that when she was Minister of Education, she actually obviously worked with boards all over the province, but it was actually under Minister of Education Wynne that we introduced the grant for rural schools that are just so far away from other schools that they need some extra support. You have to use them no matter how underutilized they are, and they need some extra funding support. It was Minister of Education Wynne that introduced that support for rural schools. When she was Minister of Transportation and Minister of Municipal Affairs, she traveled all over the province working with rural municipalities in terms of, as Minister of Transportation, their local roads and bridges issues, and then more recently as Minister of Municipal Affairs, looking at all the myriad issues that face rural municipalities. And in fact, just this past week, the ROMA, the Rural Ontario Municipal Association, where did the warden go? There he is, will confirm. She was the first Premier, I think, who stayed for what's known as the Bear Pit, which is an opportunity for all of the delegates to ask questions of all of the ministers, because she stayed in her role as Minister of Agriculture and Food to take questions directly from the delegates about that job. So I would like you to join me in welcoming to the best rural racetrack in Ontario, our Minister of Agriculture and Food, Kathleen Wynne.
Thank you.